Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Devin and this is Devin Reads Books, and today we're going to talk about some pickups. Not all the pickups that I have gotten while I was out, but specifically this whole pile plus is all R.L. Stine, Fear Street, except Red Rain, which we'll get into. And then I have one here that isn't, but I've never heard of this author and I've never heard of this series, and it looks like 90s, early 2000s teen horror, and I am here for that. So we're going to start with that one first here, and that is Cold Kiss by Roxane Longstreet. So this is interesting. This is about a man who is turned into a vampire against his will, and he kind of wants out. He kind of wants out of his curse, he wants out of his pact, he wants to escape, and he's kind of pulled in. I don't really know what to expect for this. It was in the R.L. Stine teen horror section, and the cover is just too beautiful. Too beautiful. I always find these at Second and Charles, so the condition is always kind of hit or miss, but this one is actually pretty good shape, all things considered. There's some peeling off of the cover. You can see some old stickers, and I still have to get that Second and Charles stickers off a lot of these, but overall, pretty decent shape. Some of these are not going to be in that clean of shape here. Next, I have a Fear Street Saga book. I have The Burning, which is the third in the Fear Street Saga, which isn't that big a deal. I actually have the bind up, so I bought this mostly to just collect. I'll probably never actually read this version. I actually haven't even read Fear Street Saga yet. I am reading that in April, and we'll talk about it then. This one, again, is in pretty good shape overall. I need to get the sticker off, but the binding is a little peeling. You can tell it's been read. Unfortunately, with a lot of these older mass market paperbacks, even if they were well carefully read, you're still going to get some spine creasing just a little bit. So that's not too bad. And the next three are all in one series, and I am really excited to read these next month as well, and that is 99 Fear Street House of Evil, all three books. These, there's some condition variability here. The first one, the first horror, see you got some chipping on the front there. Overall, pages, some yellowing. There's a little stain on this. Second one looks a little beat up in ways. On the cover itself, even though I really like these covers still, it this was probably shoved in a kid's backpack, most likely. I'm super excited for this though. And then the third horror, which has like ghosty Red Riding Hood on it. I haven't actually read this series yet either. So I'm really excited to get through all three of these and then very carefully put them back on the shelf where they won't get any new creasing, any new wrinkles, any new anything. The next book is from a series that I actually hadn't heard of from R.L. Stine, and it is The Babysitter 4. It looks newer overall, but it could just be condition. No, 98. It's reissue October 98. It seems, the description makes it seem like it's just babysitter murders. I am always here for that. I am always here for babysitter murders. Unless any of you guys are babysitters. The next couple, I can't remember if I talked about. I might have talked about loosely in passing. But they are two super chillers. One is The Dead Bodyguard, or Dead Lifeguard. I don't know why I said bodyguard. I love that cover. This is one I haven't read, again, most of these I haven't read, actually, surprisingly. This one is interesting. It was a book rack from another store in Colorado. It's got the stamps and everything on it still. So that's cool. Condition-wise is okay. I mean, it's a reader's copy. There's some bending there, and then pages are a little crusty. But nobody complains. The next one I was going to read, but I put it off. And now I'm debating putting it off until next year. And that is because it's the New Year's party. And I have read this one before. And I really like this one, actually. I've always liked Fear Street more than Goosebumps. I know that's kind of sacrilegious to say as a 90s kid, but I did. I always liked the darker. I wanted to be scared as a child. And these just did it way more than most Goosebumps did. So I'm really excited to dive into this one again. I might read it in April. I might just wait till New Year's and read it then. This is a bind up, and technically they're super chillers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it includes 2 super chillers, and that is the Goodnight Kiss Collector's Edition. This is actually in pretty decent shape overall, other than the spine, which has some creasing on it. Well, fair amount, unfortunately, but the pages aren't that yellowed. Overall, it's pretty good. The cover looks okay. I really like the cover too. It's very clearly vampire themed, but they almost make me think of like From Dusk Till Dawn, lizard people vampires, the Netflix series, not the movies. Although the movies are really good. I really like the Netflix series. This one is so Goodnight Kiss 1 and Goodnight Kiss 2 focus on different characters, I guess. And then it's also got a vampire story called The Vampire Club by R.L. Stine. So I really like to dive into this at some point. And then these are the 2 most recent I got. So I don't think I've talked about this bind up yet, but I got another super thriller bind up. This one has The Lost Girl and Can You Keep a Secret. This isn't that old, so that's part of why these are in such good shape. Even when I find them at Second and Charles used, they tend to be, you know, whoever had them before me read it once or twice and then pitched it off. I am going to continue my Fear Street read this year. I think I'm on book 5. The wrong number, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I have to double check my Kindle, but I'm still collecting any Fear Street books, anything like that I find at bookstores, even though I'm reading them digitally. It's just a lot cheaper and simpler to read them through my Kindle, $4 or $5, and then I don't have to worry about hunting them all down, and I can take my time and enjoy it, even though I'm amassing a massive pile that I still need to get through. And then the last book I have here, I've had the audiobook forever, and I haven't listened to it yet. I think I got it around the same time Audible gave out Camp Red Moon for free, which is actually a really good audiobook, audio drama thing R.L. Stine wrote. But I haven't read this, and it's supposed to be really, really good. It's not Fear Street, it's just R.L. Stine, and that is Red Rain. It looks really creepy, and I gotta get all these stickers off somehow. First came the hurricane, the red rain began to fall, blood of its victims, and the twin angels emerged. Leah is in the wrong place at the wrong time, trapped on an island during a terrible hurricane. She barely escapes alive. Out of the carnage, 2 orphan boys appear, innocent, angelic, and thrilled to be adopted by their new mother. These are no ordinary children. They bring the gift of death, and they want to share it with the whole town. What do you do when evil enters your home? This sounds like the most Stephen King-y R.L. Stine book out there. Like Storm of the Century style R.L. Stine, and I am here for it. I want to read it. I might do immersion reading for the first time, actually. I've never done it. I've thought about doing it with other series like Aragon down here, but I wonder if it could be fun to do with this during the next big storm. I gotta imagine it's probably only a 4 or 5 hours, 300 pages. Yeah. YA horror. It's probably not that long. I don't know. I want to kind of audiobook more, and I want to try immersion reading, but I don't know. I have a much easier time getting through books just focusing on the books themselves, and I want to blow through Fear Street this year. I want to just burn through it. There's 51 books, I think, in the main Fear Street series. Something like that. Something along there. And I have 47 to go? That's a lot. That's excessive. On top of this, and it's not even Fear Street. A bunch of these I'm going to try and read next month. And we're going to get into why and what else I have going on next month in just a couple more videos. So bear with me. But until then, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. And I will catch you next time.